What's going on, good people? It's Saturday morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hopefully you already up, getting after this day. It's a beautiful day. As you see, Jack over here, our elephant ear, is loving this morning dew. Got a little bit of, water drops on his leaves and stuff. He is standing up tall, looking beautiful. And I want to make sure you are up and taking action. Look at these pepper plants over here. I planted these probably 4 months ago. I'm trying to explain to you, you have to take action now to expect to be able to eat in the winter. Because I planted these like 4 months ago. Look what they're producing for me. That's a yellow pepper there. This one is going to be a green pepper still. Just stay green. Come over here. This one right here that's green right now, that's going to turn red. That's going to be a red pepper. And then you see these little guys here. You got one there, one there, one there. Those are orange peppers. They're actually smaller. They're called lunchbox peppers. Let me show you the tag. Lunchbox orange snacking peppers. So they're little orange peppers. But my point to you is that you have to take your action now because this stuff takes time to mature and produce. We're getting late in the season. We're at the end of August here. And you see my plant is producing like in more abundance now. Part of that is just because of, the maturity of the plant. Part of that is me learning how to prune the plant properly. Because like I said, your plants, they can be growing and growing and growing, but if they're not producing, then it's probably because something that you're not doing or not giving to them, maybe in the soil, or maybe you're not pruning them properly. I mean, look at this one. This one has pepper starting to burst everywhere. You got the one there. You got another one coming off right there. You got one here. You got one here. That's another one on that side. So my point is you have to take your action now. The stuff you plant now is not going to be ready to eat for months. I'm talking months. And it's going to take even longer for it to get, really fully mature. Like, yeah, you can start eating them at their early maturity date, but it's not going to be producing a whole bunch necessarily right in the beginning. There's another pepper plant back there. That one hasn't actually produced any peppers yet, but it's starting to. If you see, I don't know if you can see them at the top, it's starting to produce peppers. This one was kind of shaded out most of the year by our zucchini and squash plants, but the pepper plant was still back there growing. There's another one over there beside it. So those plants were back there growing all of this time. They've been shaded out most of the year by our zucchini and squash plants, but now they are growing up and reaching their full maturity now that the zucchini and squash plants are gone, and they're actually starting to produce peppers. So I could have taken them out, but I didn't. I left them in there, and now they're starting to produce peppers. I'll probably stake that one up so it's standing up straight. You see our cucumber plant? Again, this is all stuff that we planted months ago. We probably planted this stuff 4 months ago. Our cucumber plant is still producing flowers. It's still producing cucumbers. I just pulled one off of it probably 2 days ago. There's a small one there. There's another one right there. So these plants are still producing. Why? Because we're taking care of the soil. We're making sure they stay watered. We're pruning them properly, Some of these I just learned how to grow this year. So learning how to grow them, you also learn how to prune them if you're actually wanting to take care of your plants and wanting them to produce for you. So you have to learn how to prune them. So I learned how to prune some of these this year, this season, because it's my first time growing some of them. That's all it takes is a little bit of action from you to put that seed in the ground, but you need to do it now. This stuff over here, again, I planted this stuff over here probably going on a month ago now. Oh, actually, it's been much longer than a month. We're at the end of August. I planted that stuff at the beginning of July. I planted that on July 10th, and we're at the end of August. And you see where it is, right? You see the maturity level of it? We're going on 2 months now. Here in another, 12? What's today's date? I don't even know today's date. Another about 15 days, we'll be at September 10th, which will be 2 months since I planted that stuff. And you see how big it is, because it takes months for your stuff to mature. That's why I'm saying you have to take the action now. You have to put the seed in the ground now. You can't wait until it's time to eat to decide to start planting this stuff. It takes months for this stuff to grow. Take action now. It's not that much action, and it's beautiful outside. It's a beautiful day. This is the perfect weather to be outside working in. and it doesn't take a whole lot of work. The time will fly by. You'll enjoy it because you'll see the stuff sprouting up. You'll see the hard work that you put in, and I mean, it's not that hard of work, but the hard work that you put in, you'll see the rewards of it as time goes, because you'll watch the stuff grow. You'll be out there paying attention to it, nurturing it, taking care of it, making sure that it's getting everything it needs. See our tomato plant back there? It's getting towards the end of its life. I pulled a couple tomatoes off of it over the last few days, but it still has a lot of green on it. So I'm gonna let it keep growing and see, like, you know, there's some new growth right there. So I'm gonna let it keep growing, see what happens. If it keeps producing, we'll keep grabbing tomatoes off of it. Whenever a frost comes, it'll die, but we're still probably a good month or so away from frost. But I'm gonna let it grow. I'm not gonna take it down. There's no reason to. But get your stuff in the ground now. Get it to start growing now, so it's mature in a few months whenever you actually need the food. I'm gonna be planting some stuff this weekend. I'll be actually building some stuff this weekend as well, so I'll be shooting all kinds of footage. I don't know if it'll all get put out this weekend, but I'm gonna be shooting footage of all the different things I'm doing, the stuff I'm building, because I'm building some planter boxes and stuff like that. So I'll be shooting the footage of that, as well as shooting the footage of some of the seeds that I plan on getting in to start germinating this weekend. So make sure you're taking some action. You hear me telling you the schedule of some of the action I plan on taking. I'll be making videos to prove to you the action that I took. Make sure you're doing something. Don't wait around to see what I did. Make sure you're doing something for yourself right now. Make sure you're doing something for your family. There's a sapphire over here. She's been dealing with some infestation, so we're having to kind of nurse her. That's why she's not as big and abundant as Jack right now, but she's coming along. We're taking care of her. We're taking care of her. She'll be fine. Make sure you're taking care of your family. Make sure you're taking care of the food that your family's going to be eating this year. Look at the freaking mosquitoes. Look, it's a mosquito on the tomato. Mosquitoes are terrible things. So I'm about to go inside since we got these mosquitoes out here. I'm not really dressed for being out here. I just came out here to let out my dog and make a quick short video for y'all. Hopefully everyone has a wonderful and productive day. This is Iceberg. Salute.